They say that a man's life starts off easy, then it gets harder, then it gets very hard, and then it gets easy again. And me being 28 years old, I've lived quite a life. I've found this to be very, very true. And I've actually written down some of the things that I've observed over my life that I wish I would have known, as hard as it might be to hear. Wish I would have heard this at 18, 19, 20, 22 years old, because I would have been so much more prepared for what life has in store for us men. It would have saved me so much headache, so much money, so much time, and so much emotional destruction. And it simply would have made my life way better. But you guys are in luck because I'm here to share that with you. So today we're going over these 7 brutal truths every man needs to know. The first one is simply put best as this: life is gonna punch you in the face at 26 years old. Now it might not be exactly 26, it might be 24, 25, 28, I don't know. But the reason it's around this time is because this is when the government decides that you are no longer under the care of your parents. You can see this because when you turn 26, you can't be in their healthcare policy. You have to go get your own healthcare policy. This is when you're usually, getting out of college, starting your career, moving into your own home. And when you're off on your own, you're no longer being cared for by your parents. You got all these bills start flying in. You got your healthcare, your phone bill, your rent, your car insurance, your car payment. You got to buy groceries. You got to buy clothes. You got to buy this, that, the other. Your already limited paycheck is just chopped down to a stump. And this is something that people don't really think about when they're in high school or college, because maybe they're living off of the help from their parents, or everything is taken care of by the college. You got the dining hall, you got your dorm and all this shit. 26-ish is when you become a man. You become a person responsible for yourself, and it is a lot to handle at one time. So you guys can now plan ahead for this, start budgeting correctly so you're not living paycheck to paycheck like 70% of Americans are. The next brutal truth is that life is easier for attractive people. I know you hear all this propaganda. Oh, it's all about being nice. It's all about what's inside, and you gotta just be kind. Yes, all of this is very true, but there's a thing called attraction bias. And this is this kind of paradigm where objectively attractive people are afforded better opportunities in the dating world, in the corporate world, and just in life in general. Think about it. If there's a company that, wants to promote somebody to be the CEO, the face of the company, and it's between 2 equally qualified people, they're probably going to go with the better looking person because he is a representation of the company itself. It's more aesthetic. So it helps when getting a job, when getting a girlfriend, when making friends. People want to associate with good looking people because subconsciously they think it's going to open a world of opportunities to them. More attractive people, better parties, cool events, cool stuff in general, right? So it's good that you're here taking these steps because this is what this channel is all about, baby. We're going to make some studs out of you. Now, there's so many things you can start doing to become more attractive, but today I want to touch on, the biggest organ on the body. Your skin, baby. Are you guys taking care of your skin? You at least need to be doing the bare minimum. Because if you're not, you're getting left behind. You're aging faster than you need to be. But we're in luck because today's video is sponsored by Teej Hanley, so shout out to them. They got us covered. Teej Hanley has an amazing product line, but the 2 that have changed my life are the face wash and the morning, it's hard to hold, the morning moisturizer. It's so simple to start building a daily routine with just these 2. And not to mention, they make my skin look and feel amazing. And if you need proof of their effectiveness, just check out their 10,000 plus 5-star reviews. Teej Hanley has revolutionized skincare for countless men, and they're about to do the same for you. You can now get both of these products for an insane deal. I've been using Teej Hanley for like the past 5 years, even before I ever did a sponsored video. In fact, my first viral video, I was talking about using Teej Hanley, so don't think I'm just promoting them because it's a sponsored video. It's not the case. So this is just me urging you to at least be doing the bare minimum minimum of these two products. And because I talk about these so often, they actually made it so that you guys can get both these products for a super awesome deal, just $9. That's right, the daily face wash and the morning moisturizer for just $9. This is an exclusive opportunity to transform your skin and your confidence. At least do the bare minimum for your skin. It's $9. You don't have any excuses anymore. So click the link below and kickstart your skincare journey. Trust me, you won't regret it. So that being said, I applaud you and I'm excited for you guys for taking the steps to make yourself as attractive as possible. Now, it's not the end all be all. Obviously, no person is better than the other just because they're better looking or whatever. We all are completely the same on a metaphysical level, but that's besides the point. Life is like a video game. We get one turn at this life, so might as well, take advantage of it and, optimize your character as much as possible. That's number 2. The next brutal truth is that you don't know shit. And neither does anyone else. Everybody here is a complete noob at life. We're all just kind of bouncing around, bumping into things, trying to figure it out along the way. Some have better success than others, but none of us have everything all figured out. And the sooner you realize this and expound this, and is that a word? I don't know. Extrapolate this upon humanity at a global level, the more fun and the more at ease your life should be. The ancient philosopher Socrates once said, "The more I knew, the more I realized I know nothing." And there's kind of a beauty in realizing that you don't really know anything. Not even the tip of the iceberg. But it's okay, we don't have to know everything. All you have to know is who you are, what brings you peace, and who you want to be around. That's pretty much it. You will never, ever be enough. I know that cuts deep a little bit, it sounds very harsh, but intrinsically, it's true. Every external pursuit is bound to fail. All this cash, all these cars, all these houses. They've done studies. It ends up bringing people nothing but more headache. They found that the people that are the happiest are, that upper middle class, around $75,000 a year. And of course, this isn't limited to material goods. You could become the most athletic, the healthiest, the best looking person in the world. There will always be somebody better looking, healthier, stronger, faster, whatever. For example, there's people that I consider way more attractive than me. And I've made peace with that. Yeah, it's caused me a little bit of tension and stress at some points, but hey, once you're you, no one else can be you. So make yourself the best you possible. That was kind of a bar right there. If you're just striving for more and more always, better and better, there's nothing completely wrong with that. Like I said, this is kind of a video game. You should, have your fun and maximize it, but just make peace with knowing that there is no top. There is no glass ceiling. You're not going to reach a point and say, wow, this is enough. I'm strong enough. I'm fit enough. I remember Phil Heath, Mr. Olympia. He said that one year right after he won the Mr. Olympia, this is the best body, the most muscular, symmetrical, proportional, well-built body in the world. And he looked in the mirror and thought, I look like shit. If this can happen to somebody like that, it's gonna happen to every single person. So just do your best, give it your all, but make peace with knowing that there is no finish line when it comes to growth. No one will save you. You're a little older, maybe a teenager, you get a flat tire, you can call up dad and he'll come help you fix it, or he'll call AAA or whatever. When you get older, no one is coming to save you. Maybe they will for a little while. Maybe you have this recourse, this lifeline that you can always depend on. But someday, that lifeline is going to be gone. Your parents, they're going to be gone at some point. Or you're going to be in a situation where you're on an island by yourself. Whether it's financially, which I've faced, having to dig myself out of holes. Whether it's emotionally, you go through a mental health crisis. People can try to help you as much as you can. You can reach out to help, but ultimately, you are the master of your own domain. It's on you to take the steps and fight and dig your way out of that hole. I used to be this guy that would push away my stresses and anxieties and fears, and I still do every once in a while, but I always refer back to this quote, one of my favorite quotes: a king confronts what's happening in his kingdom without fear. No idea who said it. Maybe it was me. Probably not. But I think it's phenomenal. You're gonna have to face your problems. You're gonna have to fight those dragons eventually. So don't hide from them. Don't try to call out a lifeline to mommy and daddy or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Because you as a man will ultimately be the one that has to slay that dragon. You're unlikable. Yes. You are super duper unlikable. You're also likable though. Some people like you. Some people kind of really don't like you. And same for me. Not that I don't like, no, I like you. But a lot of people don't like me. We're all unlikable. You could be the sweetest strawberry, but not everybody likes strawberries. You're not going to be able to please everyone. Not everyone's going to like you. So don't take it offensively when people don't like you. You got to find your people, the people that feed your soul and push you to be the best and make you feel good about being yourself. I know this is getting kind of, yay, self-affirmations. But it's true, man. Getting older, becoming a man is about finding your tribe, finding the people that you want to associate with that push you to be your best and not giving a shit when people don't like you, because it's bound to happen, especially when you're putting yourself out there in front of the world like I am right now and how I do every week. I was shocked when I first started YouTube and I found people commenting hate in the comment section. I'm like, but I'm so likable. I'm like so nice and like hot and sexy and all this stuff. But it's human nature. Sometimes just the vibes don't match. There's a true thing as chemistry. Some people you just vibe with, you connect with super well. Some people you don't. There's people that I find super duper annoying that are some of the most famous people in the world or famous YouTubers or whatever. But I know it's not their fault. It's, it's not anybody's fault. It's just the ways of the world. Everybody's cut from a different cloth. You just got to find your quilt. Dang, another bar. That was good. And last but not least, all that matters is right now. If you haven't read the book, The Power of Now, I highly recommend you read this because this opened the eyes, not only to myself, but to so many people out there. And what it basically cracks down to is this. Every ounce of time in the future or in the past is honestly not even real anymore. What's happened has happened. It's not going to happen again. What's in the future might happen, maybe won't even happen, and certainly won't happen exactly how you're envisioning it. So life is about making the most of the present moment, deciding that I want to feel happy in this moment. I want to be at peace in this moment, no matter what stresses are going on around me. I'll tell you one thing. Before I filmed this video that you're watching, I had some serious stresses going on in my life. And they haven't stopped. They're still going on. But I made a decision. I'm going to be at peace in these next 20 minutes filming these videos for these people that show up for me. And they're going to be able to see the peace in my eyes, and it's going to bring them peace. So choose peace. Leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow and leave yesterday's problems in the past. It's gone. Well, Brett, you might be thinking, well, my current situation sucks. I'm going through a breakup. I'm, injured. I failed my test or whatever. Ask yourself, is there something I can do to change my situation? If the answer is yes, okay, figure out the steps to change it and fucking do it. If you can't, then why the fuck are you worrying? You're just putting yourself through the pain of the situation twice. Let it go, man. Why are you doing this to yourself? I have to remind myself this sometimes as well. Nobody's perfect. Of course we get stressed out. Of course these tensions arise. But peace is sort of like a muscle. The more you train yourself to get there, the easier it is to get there. You can drop it in a moment and come back to earth and realize my situation right now really isn't that bad. I'm not dodging shells in the trenches in World War I or, down in a submarine by the Titanic that's about to implode. Life really ain't too bad. So that's it, guys. Choose peace, and see you in the next video.